So what is React useState? So useState is a React hook which helps to manage and maintain our component state inside our functional component. So the useState hooks can be able to use only inside our functional component, not the class-based component. So in the class-based component, there is two types called stateful component and stateless component. Stateful component means the state is managed inside the component for all the fields and then the variables. The stateless components, there is no state can be managed inside. It is just a component. If you don't have any dynamic section inside the footer, it will be a static content, right? So that is the concept of the stateless component. So let's see how we can make all this component to state managed component. So let's see. So first we have to import our use state from the React library use state. So this hooks has a two return type. One is a current value of the state, and the second thing is a setter method. So let's see how we can do that. Const use state. So this use state will return an array of two items. So first thing is state which will be holds the initial state and then updated state of the given item. So second thing is set state. Set state is used for to update our state from one state to another state. Let's see how we can do this. So I am going to give 11 here. So we are going to work on this particular component, drink 11 glasses of water. So the functionality is going to be, I'm going to increment this count one by one and then decrement this count one by one. That is the functionality flow. So let's see how we can work on this. So I'm going to use a on click function. So as we see previously, the set state function will change the one state to another state. So for that, so I am not going to use inline function. I'm going to separate this as a decrement function. So because we are going to develop the minus functionality, right? Const handle decrement. So here set state of callback function. This callback function argument would be a previous state. So example, we have 11 has a initial state, right? So the this 11 will come inside this previous argument. So we have to return our state again back to this callback function previous minus 1. So we are going to decrement the state, right? So that I am returning the minus 1 of the previous state. Say example, we are passing 11 here. So 11 comes here, minus 1 10. Now the state update to 10. So let's see how it is getting updated. On click handle decrement. Sorry. So I am using Next.js. So for that, before using this use state, I need to make this as a client component, so that only we can able to use this all these hooks, because hooks will run only on the client side, not on the server side. So that kind of error can be sorted by using use client method. See, now error has gone. Let's check this functionality is working fine or not. Okay, so we have to change this to dynamic value. I put this as a static value. Now I change it to state. See, our state is getting updated, decrementing one by one. So let's create the increment uh, logic as well. Handle increment. So I am triggering the handle increment functionality. See, this component is updating the state from one by one. Now we have to implement the same functionality to all this component. For that, we are going to modify our state to single value state to uh, object value, so that we can able to pinpoint each state for each and every component. Let's see how we can able to pinpoint it. So I am going to remove this static value from here. I am going to make this as a dynamic object. So for that, first component I am going to keep it as a water, naming it as a water, 11 glass of water. And second is a calorie count. So calorie count of 1800, burning the calories, so that I'm using burn of 300 calories. And then weight would be a weight of 65 kgs. Okay, this is dynamic section. So now I don't want this in logic inside this function. Let's remove this. So I am going to point all the state value to the respective component. So let's change that as well. State dot water. So inside this second component, state dot calorie. Third would be state dot burn, and fourth would be state dot weight. Sorry, weight. That's it. We have pointed all the state to the respective component. So this is all the values coming from that given state. So now we have to develop the logic for all this four item in a single in this two function itself. Let's see how we can do this. First, we are using TypeScript, so we can use some TypeScript tricks to make this function easier. State. So this I state is going to be a enum of TypeScript. So I am going to create the object of this I state enum. Water calorie equal to calorie, burn equal to burn, weight equal to weight. Okay, that's it. So the first argument would be for the decrement. First argument would be field argument. So field means any one of this field: water, calorie, burn, or weight. Field. The type would be enum I state. Okay, so I am going to develop the logic. So for that, if state of field less than, sorry, greater than or equal to 1, set state of previous field colon previous of field minus 1. So let's explain what this logic would achieve. So when we are hitting this handle decrement function with the argument of the any one of this item, so let's say example water, calories, burn, or weight, so that any one of this item will comes here. So it will check for the value is greater than or 1. So we are using decrement. We don't want to update our state to minus values. For that I am checking this for up to 1. I am checking this, not 0 also. Up to 1 I am checking this. So after the condition is satisfied, it comes to inside this if loop, sorry, if condition. So we are using set state function here. As we discussed the previous value holds these items: water and calories, burn, weight of this initial value. So once we are destructuring everything, returning all the value back again with the previous value, this will destructure the entire state again to the set state function. And then comma, So here is the main core part. This field name comes inside. Say example, if you are passing water, the water will come inside this angle arrow bracket. So colon previous of field. So this will take the previous of the water. Say example, water is coming inside. It will take the previous water value as a 11, and then minus 1 it will become 10. So that is the logic we are achieving here. So I am going to use this function inside our water function, handle decrement. So here we have to mention I state dot water. Okay, now I am going to decrement this function. See, our state is decrementing successfully. There is no side effect for other three components. There is no changes happening on the other three components. Let's achieve this increment logic. So for that, the same logic comes inside here. Now I am going to change this minus to plus. So here all I state dot water. That's it. See, our value is incrementing successfully. Now I am going to minus for least value. So our least value is 0. Next, do the same logic for this all the three items as well. Let's go there. Okay, we have changed the logic for all the components. Let's check the front end. I'm able to increment the glass of water, and I'm going to increment the calorie count. See, the calories are also incrementing, and burning at least calories, and the weight. See, um, we have reused the entire logic into one two single functions, not duplicating the same incrementing and decrementing logic for entire items. Thank you for watching.